Hey guys, welcome back to the Hold Project. Finally, getting back on this Caddy engine. I know, it's about time. Come on, where you been? Hello, is anybody home? I hear ya. I hear ya. Anyway, here's where we're at. I ran down and I was able to find some new studs that we were missing for the intake because of the machine work on the heads. So, found some identical matching, got a new nut for them. So we've got that stuff. We've got everything we need to get this torqued to spec. And then we're gonna hang it from the cherry picker and get everything on the backside finished up, get the flex plate, if you want to call it that. It's not technically one, but get that put on, get the transmission bolted back up. And my brother's coming to town this weekend. And guess what? Yep, you heard it. We're putting the engine back in. So that means I've got a busy week this week. Finally have a full week, not traveling for work. So we are gonna hammer out some stuff. We're gonna finally address all the wiring issues that I've been talking about for 8 months. We're gonna get these hoses replaced. We're gonna get these hoses replaced. And if we have time, we're gonna start seeing how the brake booster bolts up in there. We are undecided whether that's going in before the engine or after. Probably after. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're gonna start cranking on this thing here and get some stuff done. So I'll be back here in a second, get a couple more things cleaned up, and then we're going to torque down this intake. And dang it, forgot to get an oil filter again. That's all right. And then we're going to carry on from there. So be back in a sec. All right, let's go ahead and get this makeshift setup out of here that I put in there temporarily. It worked, but you know, it's not the right one, not the right setup. So we're gonna go ahead and put our stud in there the way that it's meant to be. And adjust this bracket just a little bit here. That stud actually must have been a little bit longer on the top. I don't know if this is going to work the way that I want it to. I don't like that at all. Well, shit the bed. I can get them longer. I actually got this a ½ inch longer than what I thought I needed. Let's see how this one works over here. Okay, so that one, this guy here, is actually the correct length. That's the same length that it's supposed to have. And unfortunately, well, so that goes on like that. Yeah, see, that's the right length. So I'll have to go tomorrow because they're closed now and get longer for there. But in the meantime, we can torque all of them down except for that one. Oopsie. Dropped my washer under there. But it'll work. It'll be all right. We'll get it figured out here. The other option I had was actually that one there. And I don't know, we could use that for right now. The washer's not right. But let's see if these are any smaller. Problem is, to get the right thickness of washer to match these, I couldn't find those. So if I stack 3 of these together, it's the same thickness as one of those. I mean, does that look stupid? I don't know. We'll use that temporarily, and then I'll find the correct stud. So just need to grab my washer out of there, which I can't reach. Grab that. And unfortunately, I ordered another can of paint instead of the Port 15. 49 to 76 Cadillac blue. Well, not so much. No, not even close. So, being that those will be tucked down in there, nope, absolutely not. Not even gonna try that. So, I'll repaint those, and then we'll get this intake torqued, because those go down in the valley under here and hold the heater hoses that come through. So we want those in there. So yeah, it is what it is. So I'll clean these back up, try to get this paint off, which obviously doesn't stick very well anyway. I guess it was the thought that counts, right? I thought maybe doing the old spray can would be a little easier, just for some of this little stuff. But we all know how that goes. All right, those are all torqued down. Easy peasy. Looks good. Once I get them all painted up, you won't know that I had to replace a couple of them, which is no big deal. They're in the shop here somewhere. Can't find them. Probably under the car somewhere, you know, down in the grease trap down there. So anyway, next step. Let's get this drilled out and get these pulleys on, because I believe that this needs to go on farther. So let's work on getting those pulleys lined up first before we hang it. It'll be easier to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this broken off bolt out of here quick and be back with you here in a second. All right, look at this. making progress. Getting motor mounts put back on. So the drinker side, the bracket goes in front of the block, as you can see, shifted towards the front. The smoker side here, as you can see there, it actually fits like so on the back side of the mount. So we'll get those set up, and we'll be cooking with a grease fire. Yeah, I completely got sidetracked. I haven't drilled that out yet. I wanted to show you these. Check these out. Got those for free. Wall hangers. Yep. We'll throw them up here in the office somewhere. I don't know, maybe one under each picture. Maybe across the top of that window. I don't know. Maybe over here on the wall. Maybe in the bathroom. Anyway, enough getting sidetracked. Let's get some work done here. Gotta put a new battery in the GoPro. I'll be right back. All right, well, I don't have my tap set down here, so we're gonna leave it at that for now. As you just saw, the just blew that one drill bit apart, but whatever. They make more of them, right? So I'll get the tap set and we'll get that tapped out tomorrow, and that will be good to go. What else do we want to do tonight? Ooh, we got to get this other motor mount bolted up. And I need to find one of the nuts still, and I believe it's under the car. I just need to get down under there and dig around for it a little bit. And I believe these are, they're fine thread, so it should be fairly easy to figure out. So let's get the old Cyclops light here and see if we can't waller around a bit. I think it came from the drinker side of the car. Ooh, that could be it right there. Let's see. It's got blue paint on it. That means it was on the outside of the engine. We're gonna go with it. Does it look just like those? I think so. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, took the other side real quick. Side that don't have the manifold on it. All right, there's the motor mounts. Complete. Looking good, looking good. All right, so I know we used one of these for this bracket, and then we have the other one back there on the corner of the head. Don't remember if we had another one on that side or not. All right, well, that's gonna do it for tonight. Just to recap today, we did get the valve covers bolted down, intake's torqued, chains are hooked up, got the motor mounts put on, and got that drilled out to where I can cap it. Finished up some of the little painting bolts and whatnot up here. Got those, I just said it, intake and stuff done. Let me turn the radio down before I get in trouble. So yeah, good progress tonight. We've got some more to do tomorrow night. We'll get it hanging. Hopefully get the tranny bolted up to it. And once we get to that point, then we'll start working on the wiring and stuff over there, getting things ready to dump this thing in. Also, I want to show you quick too. I got this old girl. She was a freebie. Somebody's giving away an old steel tool cart. It's got nice casters on it. And I thought, well, shoot, yeah, I'll take that. So I got to looking at it, and I don't know if you guys can read that, but it says Snap-on. So this is actually a vintage Snap-on tool cart. I wire wheeled that all down to reveal it, and then I put a shot of that new blue on there. I don't know why, just because. Kenosha, Wisconsin. Made in the US of A. Wonder what year this thing's from. If anybody's got any idea what year this old girl might be from. I think this thing is supposed to pull out and come down. She's kind of bound up in there. But yeah, throw something down in the comments. It's kind of a cool old beast. Just something to, you know, collect stuff and beat on. Somebody's done some repairs on it, some nice chicken shit welds on it here and there, you know. Some real nice ones up along the rail over here. They don't make them like they used to. Anywho, enough of me rambling about stupid stuff. We're gonna close her up for tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, well, it's the next day. We're back down here. I've been here for 45 minutes and haven't got anything done. A lot of visitors tonight. So, anywho, brought the tap set down, Did you guys hear that? Brought the tap set down. And we're gonna tap out our bolt here. And then I think what we're gonna do, I didn't like how I had the chains set up for the cherry picker. We're still gonna use this one, but we're gonna add the second chain on this side. Those are just not big enough bolts for me to be comfortable with. You know, that's not a whole lot there for having a ton of weight on it. So we're gonna double it up, put one on each side, so we'll have a chain going between those two, and I think that'll help. This thing only goes on one way, so you gotta play ring around the rosy here until you get the pattern set right. There you can kind of see kind of a goofy deal. So anyway, we'll get this lined up right. We're finished putting this together. I'll be back in a second. All right, that's all bolted in. Just got to paint those bolts. So this is what I'm talking about here. We put our water pump pulley on flush. You can clearly see that we are probably 1/4 to a 1/2 inch off. So that's how much farther that pulley needs to get pushed on. So we need to devise a plan here how to push this hub on farther. So I'm thinking kick my new tranny lines around. That's what you want to do. Let's get those out of harm's way here. I'm thinking if we can figure out a way, I doubt this is gonna work, but let's just ride dirt bikes back and forth past the shop over and over. I was wondering if we could somehow figure out a way to use that, but I don't think that's gonna work. Plan number 2, because I don't want to just take a socket and heat this up and try to beat that back. I wonder if we can figure out a way, can we use a ball joint press? So that fits on there. I know the ball joint press was too big to fit over this, but let me think about this for a minute. Well, first we gotta fix the threads on these bolts. And this kit's pretty good too. It's a Mac kit, Matco. Had this thing, had it for years, but it's got most everything that you'd like to have in it. So we'll try to get these fixed up here. All right, nailed it. Brand new. So here's what I'm thinking. Thinking if we can figure out a way to set this up with my ball joint press, if we can push that instead of pulling. Should be able to figure something out. So let me let me fiddle around here for a little bit, and I'll show you what I come up with. All right, well, we don't have the right stuff down here to address the hub this evening, so we're hooked up to the chains. Got the cherry picker on it, and we're gonna get it off of this stand and go from there. All right, so now that that's finally out of the way, we can get this frost plug in. Our little spacers in there. These three guys are installed. So that should be all that we need. So I should have dig through the pile here. Should be, let's see, how's this guy? No, that's way too big. Please tell me I have one in this kit, because it's not looking good. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, weird. You got another dead end on Cadillac build. You gotta be kidding me. That thing's got more frost plugs in it, that kit does, than I've ever seen in any kit in my life. You can't possibly tell me that it doesn't have the one for that. Let's look in the pile of our old ones. There it is. So how does this kit not have that one? Huh. Another fail from Caddy Daddy here. I'm running out of faith in these guys. Never did hear anything back on the water pump. Not surprised. Not trying to badmouth them, but so far I've had nothing but bad luck with them. So I guess for now, we'll get out something to set this down on. So frustrating. Okay, well, we've got a bunch of this foam board here. Those are for windows, but we do have some spare. So let me get this engine set down and we'll figure out what to do with this frost plug situation. All right, well, here we are. Back down here again. Pretty exciting news for you. Water pump's back off and back on the bench because I couldn't figure out a way to get that hub pressed on any further. So while doing that, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys this because this is real life scenarios. I gave that hub a couple little tappy tappies just to see if it would move. Yeah, she's locked up. So back apart the water pump goes. We'll start by taking that back cover off and seeing if maybe we just didn't move the whole thing so the impeller's pushing on the cover. I don't know. It was a really stupid mistake to make, but I did it and we've all been there. So once I get this apart, I'll show you what I found. All right, well, easy peasy. That impeller It's supposed to be flush with the housing, and it's not. So that's what we did. We pushed it forward a little bit. So I'm gonna push this back flush, and then we're gonna flip it over and deal with this hub. Alright, here's the plan. We got a piece here from my ball joint press. Fits on that hub nice, has room for the shaft. We've got it supported from the back side, so we can't move anything. And we're just gonna go little by little, pressing this hub down and check it as we go until we think we've got everything lined up the way that it should be lined up. You guys can be my witnesses on this. Everything's supported the way that it should be. Let's find our destructions. Use measurement when installing new hub. If your hub is missing, the general requirement is 5/16 from end of shaft to hub. On 49 to 54, water pumps, or 3/8 from end of shaft to hub on 55 through 62. Okay, so there's our spec, 3/8. 3/8 of an inch is how far that hub's supposed to be pushed on. I completely missed that the first time doing this. I can tell you right now, that is not 3/8 of an inch. We'll have to pull it out of there every time we do that. But we're gonna go farther on first. So I'll be back in a bit. All right, here's where we're at. Pretty dang close. That should do it. Let's see what we got here. Close enough. We're going with it. All right. Next step, put the pulley on and make sure it don't rub the body of the water pump. And it does not. Okay, flip this back over. We are going to use this other gasket, and we're going to put our world famous aviation gasket sealer on here. Okay, watch that fall off. Put a little bit more on the back cover. I tell you what, if you guys haven't experienced one of these 390 water pumps, I don't recommend it. I'd probably just take a pass on it. Because they are absolutely not fun. As you guys have seen watching all the videos. Shit, I could have a whole channel on just rebuilding the 390 water pump. Just do it every day. Put all this back together, tighten it down. Make sure that our impeller no longer rubs on this back cover. That'd be splendid. Grab the old quarter wrench, tighten these down to spec. Click. 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 All right. We got spinach. What kind of damage did we do over here? Not where gaskets look. I think we can put some sealant on those and reuse them. No, we're just gonna scrape them and redo it because I ain't pulling this thing apart again. All right, well, you guys have seen me do this 150,000 times already. Let's go ahead and get out the old super scraper and clean those up and redo it all. Back in a jiff. Well, welcome back. Again, it's Thursday night, 9:15. Look who showed up.
Oh, I've been caught.
Yeah, we're down here gonna push this car out. Can you believe that? Clean the floor. It's hotter than I don't even know. I could go a lot of different directions with that, but I'm not going to. Hotter than two-peckered billy goat, sweating like a hot dog in a parade. So anyway, we're getting set up to put this engine in. So tonight's task, push this out, pick all the stuff up that's underneath it, also known as all the bolts that we need, clean the floor so we're not rolling around in murder she wrote under there still, and then reconvene in the morning and get that put in there. What do you think? She's back in.
Yeah, she is.
And the floor's clean.
Yeah.
All right, well, what else we gonna do tonight?
Oh, man. To do some welding. I already pushed old 12-ton Tammy back in here, so maybe we'll do some welding. Maybe some looking. Maybe some drinking.
This actually might be a shock to you guys too, but you might be in for a real treat on this one. See those wires and hoses I've been talking about for 8 months? You guessed it. I might work on those while he's doing some other crap, welding and whatnot.
It goes in the square hole.
All right, well, back to the manifold that we couldn't weld a nut to. Matt brought the old drill press up. And we're gonna have a go with this.
Manufactured 1984.
That means, hey, that's the same year I was manufactured. All right.
That's about like most of our videos that we do. Just slightly off center.
That's all right. Our buddy Paul Weagle still comments on them.
Yeah.
We like Paul.
And there we go. All right, tighten the chuck.
One of these days when we get t-shirts made, we're gonna send Paul a free shirt.
Yep.
He's been a loyal viewer since the day one.
Yep. Okay. Whoa! Center of gravity, folks. Center. Now she ain't going in straight, that's for sure.
Should have brought my good drill bits down.
Well, she's running uphill a little bit. Now she's running flat a little bit, but I don't know. We'll try it. Spades are trump.
Is it even cutting?
No. All right, maybe plan
F?
Yeah.
Well, it started to do something.
Yeah, but we need a pilot or maybe a smaller bit or a center punch.
Well, I don't have a center punch, but we could probably manufacture something.
Yeah. Now we'll center punch it. Got the old slag hammer. Ooh, hit it again. Slag hammer. Close enough.
I believe that's the name of one of Uncle Tony's cars.
I think it is. I'll be go to heck.
Old Uncle Tony. Boy, I tell you what, you want to know anything about a Mopar? Listen to that guy.
Yeah?
All right.
All right.
Where's the old flipper switch?
It's broken. Take two. I hope I got that kind of level-ish. Oh, not even close to center though. All right, try it. Hey. And we're cutting.
Making progress.
Oh! If a little was good, a lot's better.
Yep.
I don't know if we're gonna win.
Well, we haven't yet.
How's our... Want to try a smaller bit?
We can try. All right, take 85.
Yeah.
It's now 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's right.
Goes in the square.
I think that drill bit's duller than Mitch McConnell.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm gonna go home and get my old Irwin drill bits. All right, new drill bits. Let's try this again.
Don't get your hand up in there, would you? Careful.
Carefully.
Carefully. Oh. Oh my. Now there's something to be said about a nice drill bit.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like getting out of the shower or getting a new haircut. 'Cause I'm a brand new man.
Brooks and Dunn.
Should be able to tell when you hit the cast iron. That stuff crumbles. Pretty silly. You know I'm gonna send it. It's not bad. I think we're deep enough where we can start stepping up the bit.
All right.
What do you think? Maybe right here?
Yeah.
2 steps. Oh, Texas 2-step.
saved it.
Old fast hands over here. Yeah, because once we get that where it's loose, it should actually want to come out.
I've got my tap set down here if it don't.
Got my hand chuck. What do you think about that?
It's a little off center, but we'll make it work.
Yeah, that is one sharp drill bit.
Yeah.
You're at the bottom, I think.
Am I?
For the change. Okay, next size up.
Alright.
I think we're 3/4 of an inch in there.
Yeah, I think so. Nice drill bits are expensive, but I tell you what.
They're worth every penny.
Yeah.
You crack yourself open a fresh set of Warrior drill bits, you almost want to cry. Those are the hazard fart ones.
It's like a butter through hot knife through butter. That one thing that people say.
Popped right through, I think. Yep, that's the end of it.
Yep.
Okay, making progress. Let's do one more. Put a little lubricant on this one though, because it's starting to chatter.
Making progress here.
Oh yeah.
Not bad at all. Alright, let's keep rolling.
You know, the worst is doing this in the vehicle with a manifold bolt with a right angle drill, and then you pop right through the water passage in the head, and then you have to tell the customer, well, you know what we did? It's going to be a couple days. Need to find a new head.
I'd rather beat concrete. I put a timing chain in one of those Cobalt SS's one time, and the tensioner is on the back of the head, and the only way to set the tension on the timing chain is to set the whole thing up, put it back together, and then smack the timing chain tensioner, and it's supposed to release because it's held with, like, I don't know how it's held from the factory, the tensioner. Well, there's not a lot of room to smack that thing, and I smacked it 4 or 5 good ones, and the boss was there as my witness. We hopped in to crank that thing over and it didn't set, and we bent every valve in that head.
Boy, I don't know if you want to step that up by 1 drill bit size. Otherwise we can smack an extractor in there.
I don't have any of the extractors that you shove in there and backspin out.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's weld a bolt on it. There isn't nothing hardly left of it, so the tension on the threads shouldn't be there anymore.
If we took something and started beating on that to knock it
Try
in,
it.
would it?
A flat chisel or
Yeah.
your slag hammer? Where's my slag hammer? Get that thing.
Right there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's moving. Yeah, hit it over here now.
Oh, I missed.
Yeah, she'll come out of there. Whack that. Oh, whack it again.
Over here?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
All right, folks. We got the progress is being made here. Don't know if you can see that, but we're gonna try to weld a nut on that now and see if we can't take that thing out.
I'll tell you what, that Cyclops light is one of the best $38 as I've spent.
I know it.
I'm gonna give you your drill bit back. They should name those Sherwin,
Jesus.
because we sure won on that.
They are sharp.
Oh yeah. You gonna give her a shock with a shot of water, or just gonna trust it?
I'm gonna hit it one more right here. No, I'm not.
I thought I was. Cold shock.
There she is. Moment of truth.
Work it back and forth if you feel like it's funny.
Well, I just can't tell if it's moving or if we're breaking.
Well, I think she's moving. It would have twisted off by now. Oh!
God, you kidding me?
Boy, it broke that right off.
Down inside it. Now we are drilling the whole thing out.
Step inside.
Walk this way.
Well, that's horse manure.
Well, here's the story. We got the bolt drilled out, put a new stud in it, and our stud is shifted just a tickle. So we have to hog out our holes just a little bit in our spacer, and Matt's gonna see if he can snap off a drill bit doing it. So we're gonna sit here and laugh when it snaps off.
Yeah. Or if I take a drill battery to the mouth.
Let's watch how perfect that is.
Oh. How am I doing?
Well, it's about as crooked as Oprah.
Oh, that's bad.
Battery died. Here, how about I give you a shot of oil?
Woo! There you go. Oh, man.
You did it.
There you go. Now let's see if it works. Looks good from my house. Well, we didn't quite make it over your dog knot on the stud.
God. Well, you're gonna have to hog that one out, I guess. In case you guys haven't figured it out. He's an idiot.
The later I get, the worse it is.
What time is it going on now?
11:30-ish, give or take.
11:57.
Oh, it's almost the next day. By the time I get this thing drilled out, it'll be the next day.
I feel like we've been down here for 3 hours and have gotten nothing done.
Oh! Golly! Ow! Yeah.
It's a good thing those are good drill bits.
I'm fixing to snap one off here in a minute.
Well, I know it.
Here we go. The bigger the drill bit, the slower the speed.
That's right.
It goes in the square hole. I think it'll work.
I think it will too. All right.
I'm gonna call that great success.
I'm gonna call that an evening well spent. Look at that. Floor's clean and dry, mostly. Lost a little power steering fluid, but you know, we just cleaned the floor, so we got to make a mess again. Transmission's cleaned up. Those transmission lines are garbage. Our new ones are right over there. And I think we're gonna wrap it up here tonight. It's noon, and yeah, it's just time to be done. Oh yeah, we also have to run to DNR tomorrow morning, try to find this frost plug. All right, let's wrap it up tonight. See you in the morning. All right, well, it's the next day.
Oh, God.
Madison just got scared by something. And we just spent the last 7 hours this morning driving around trying to find a cross plug for the back of the block. Found one.
Great success.
It's already like noon, haven't got anything done. So Matt bought another tap just so we didn't have to cut up one of my nice Matco ones to cut that off so we could get threads down in the manifold a little bit deeper.
Yep.
So that's what we're gonna do with that. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna put this frost plug in the back of the engine. All right, so here's the new ones, and you should have to beat that in. I mean, that'll work, but I'm gonna have to seal around the outside of it after I flatten it. So that's what we'll do. I'm gonna have to get that pretty good. The other ones didn't go in the hole like that. I had to, if you remember, I had to like tap them in against the seat and then expand them from there. So we'll just do what we can here. Put that in there. Put that in. Flatten that. Let's see. That should hold. And then I think what we'll do is we'll grab some of our black silicone, if I can find it. Right there, ultra black. And we will just run a little bead around that. All right, first amount of progress made of the day. Thank the Lord. How's Matt doing over here?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Got
All
that
right.
in there. Put a little blue lockum tied on.
Perfect. Looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna keep rolling and we'll update you as we go.
That. I don't know where your little nut is for this thing, but
We don't have one. We gotta find something that'll work.
okay. They're fine threaders.
All right, so now what we're working on is we're gonna go ahead and put the flex plate back on, also known as the fluid coupler plate thing. It hooks to the one thing that does the other thing and makes that thing work.
You got that little disc in there?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Oh, right there, I mean. Okay.
Using your flesh hammer there, also known as a hand.
Yep. Well,
There we go. Hey! Look at that.
we did it. Put a little blue lock. Whoa! Put a little dabble do ya on those.
Put a liberal amount on. What size head do you need? 9/16 or 5/8?
One of those two.
All right.
I'm gonna go 9/16.
Oh.
5/8.
5/8.
Got those on there.
65 to 85.
Woo!
Okay, it's setting.
Ready?
Yeah.
Torqued.
Just like that.
Only concern I have is possibly this chain has a lot of pressure on that coil. There we go.
Winning.
All right, better safe than sorry there.
Or if you're Canadian, better safe than sorry. Come on back here, I want to try again. Dragging it up there like tiny on Devil's Rejects. Right there. Then we'll try and spin this fluid coupler into approximately the right spot. You might have to go down just a smudge. He went ahead, drop that engine down just a little bit. I'll get this one started over here. Just a 1/4 of an inch, probably. Oh. Lift up on the trans, and I'll put this wood block under something here because we need that much rotation. There you go. Almost perfect. You see your dowel pinhole here?
Yeah, it's way up here.
Do we need to lift on the back here? Bring that up? Or are we at a funny angle, Tyrone?
We might be. Why don't you keep an eye up there and I'll... Or are you going to put a block under it?
Yeah. That's straighter. Straighter.
Straighter.
There you go. Now we're thinking. Okay, I'm kind of like I'm almost there.
My dowel's lined up now.
Mine's like 1/8 of an inch down. I'm on mine. You're on yours. Okay, slide it in. There
It goes.
Oh yeah. Let me go get that 5/8.
All right, well, she's made it up and our flex plate has made it in to its holes. So we're gonna work on finishing up, tightening this up. Be back in a minute. What you doing?
Cleaning some heads.
All right, well, here we are. Tranny's bolted up. Starter is in. Manifold is on. And it's about go time. Put this thing in.
It ain't going nowhere.
We just got that one last little cover to put on underneath. And then I think it's gonna be time to put it in. What do you think, Fuzzy? Yeah, should we put the engine in the car? All right. Main concern?
One bolt holding the front up.
One bolt on the cherry picker. That's how we pulled it.
This is how we pull it. There.
So that's how it's gonna go in. Here we go. I'll set you guys up and we'll see if we can get it dropped in. struggle was real. 1% battery left. Made it just in the nick of time. Thank God old Rich Galen came down and helped us out. Because we would have lost. But we won. I gotta put a battery in this. I'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, well, I didn't get a chance to make an actual video ending after the install, so I'm making one now. Hope you guys enjoyed. The engine's finally back in Lil Debby. We're gonna start hooking everything up, get everything on the bottom end done, get the drive shaft and all that stuff back in, all the bracing, tranny supports, all that stuff. Work on the top side. We've got transmission lines to replace still. We've got brake lines to do. We've got brake booster and all that to do. There's some wiring that we found still needs fixed. Hoses and all that. Get everything all hooked back up. That'll be coming very soon. So stay tuned for that one. Making tons of progress. I've got crazy work schedule coming up. Be on the road basically for 3 weeks. Hopefully I can try to get time to get you know, some more work done down there on the Caddy. But for now, I'm editing the video that you guys just watched. And yeah, so appreciate everybody for watching. Like the videos, subscribe if you haven't. Tons more Lil Debby content and a lot more after that coming. Check out our Facebook page, Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one.